Hello, everyone. Welcome to a very special episode of the Southwest of Center podcast. Special for a couple of reasons. First of all, we are going to take a very close look at what it takes to put on a 3-day country music festival that features headliner acts and draws thousands of people. We are talking about the Cochise Country Music Festival this year, March 20th through the 22nd at the Forever Ranch. And the owner and producer, Del Tola, is going to tell us what it takes to put this kind of thing on. It's a lot of work. And it's special for another reason. Cochise Country Music Festival is now the very first sponsor of the Southwest of Center podcast, and we want to thank them for being here. On that note, pun intended, let's go. And welcome back, everyone. I'm Jeff Oldfather, your host for this episode of the Southwest of Center podcast. As I kind of hinted at in the beginning, we're here talking to the chief cook and bottle washer, the owner, the organizer, the dishwasher, whatever you want to call him, Del Tola, who is putting together the Cochise Country Music Festival for the 4th year in a row. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Glad to be here.
You look sane. I can't imagine with all the work you're putting into this.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
So did I say that right? Cochise Country Music Festival?
Yep, that's what we call it, Cochise Country Music Festival.
So, Del, this is the 4th year for you, and I think with the big name, give us some of the names off the poster there.
We have Rodney Atkins and Chris Cagle coming Friday night. Brooklyn Finn's going to be here as well Friday night. She's a local. Her family's local.
Right,
They live in Midland, Texas now. Saturday, we have Tracy Bird, John Foster, from American Idol, or I think it was American Idol.
Right.
Kelsey Hart.
Did you say Tracy Bird Saturday?
Yeah, Tracy Bird's going to be our headliner on Saturday.
Oh, wow. She's a big act.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, fourth.
Yep.
Yeah, fourth year for this festival. So you're getting some good names.
Right.
We've
had good names every year.
Good acts every year, but it's building.
Right.
All right.
We're trying to keep the country real country.
Yeah.
So we bring in mostly 90s artists out of Nashville. We do the up-and-coming talent. We also bring in local acts. That way they get a chance to perform on the big stage. Again, on Saturday, we also have Emily Ann Roberts and Billy Shaw Jr. Band from Tucson, who won our Beer, Brats, and Bands competition.
Oh, yeah, that was what, about, yeah.
Yeah, it was in September. Sunday, we do have Mark Chestnut, Little Texas, and May Estes coming.
So you try to keep the momentum going all weekend.
We do. And then we even continue after they're done playing. Friday and Saturday night, from the end of the concert till about 1 o'clock in the morning, we have an after party on the small stage we bring in. This year on Saturday night, we have the Brian Beckman Band out of Tucson, and we're still looking for somebody for Friday night.
So how many acts is that in total? That's quite a few.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got quite a few. It's about 4 or 5 a day, so it definitely worth the money in my opinion. I mean, you get a lot of acts for, a 3-day ticket's only $239
for everything.
Yeah, and then we have camping that you can add on as well. The camping, we have VIP camping that's right there around the arena. It's the closest you can get. I don't know there's any music festival around that you can get that close to.
Is that your phone?
That is.
That's all right.
That's never ending.
Probably Mark Chestnut.
It's my wife. That's the boss.
Go ahead. This is a very informal podcast.
I won't be able to hear her.
Yeah, you can tell her. Okay, well, that gives me a little breathing room. So,
yeah.
I'm going to go to what we call our 3-shot or our wide shot. Then I'm going to the one because I want to explain to people who are used to seeing me. You're all used to seeing me in my black patriotic flag shirt, but just for this, I decided to put on my really bright flag shirt. Yes, I own more than one hat. This is my cowboy hat, so I think I'm decked out pretty good.
Heck yeah, you set for the festival. Come on out.
Yeah, I'm going to. I have to tell people, I've been getting emails. I want to thank those of you who've been emailing me, telling me I need to change my shirt because I wear the same shirt for every podcast. Yeah. I guess that's not a good idea.
Well, when you own 10 of them, it's kind of hard, right?
That's true. So anyway,
I'm gonna have to get you a music festival shirt so you can wear
T-shirt.
that.
Yeah, you got one. I'll wear it for every podcast stream now and then. Seriously.
Yeah, we'll see what we got.
All right, good. So you've got a lot of acts. I want to go a little bit into the background here. Whatever possessed you to decide to do this?
I've been wanting to do something like this for a long time. We've been in Benson 25 years, but it was even before we moved to Benson. I thought about getting a place in Tucson. I lived up there. I was in the Air Force, and we lived up there for a while. And I don't know. I really enjoy music. I play drums.
You do?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I played in a band in high school, a country and western band, and some 50s and 60s rock and roll.
Okay.
So I've been playing drums for a long time, and I just really love music. So wanted to do something up there. Never had the opportunity. We moved to Benson, and it kind of went to the wayside. Well, I bought the Red Barn RV park in Benson, and the Robertson Horse Sales was right across the street.
Right.
And so that came available. So I bought that with the horse auction, and we renamed it Forever Ranch.
So when that happened, was the seed planted at that time about a country music festival?
When I bought the ranch, that's what I bought it for.
Really?
I actually bought it to do events.
Really?
Yeah, and we keep the horse auction going. It's been going for 43 years, so I figured I'd keep that going, but my primary business was to buy that to do events, and we have a wedding venue there, White Barn Wedding Venue.
Yeah, I was there for an event. But so I've got to ask, the first year that you did this 4 years ago, how much did you give yourself a year to put it together? 2 years or 6 months?
I bought it December 1st and March 14th.
Are you kidding me?
We had the first festival.
Oh my God. What did you learn from that? Seriously.
A lot. I mean, you got to be careful with who you hire on some of the stuff. Our producer we got our talent buyer, that we learned a lot with him on what not to do. So we got rid of him and hired a company out of Nashville. Just figure out, you can't have too many vendors, food vendors, because then nobody really gets enough money. So we learned to cut down on vendors, on the food vendors and stuff. We just learned, we learn something every year, and we try to change something every year. So it's just,
what about the audience? What have you learned about the audience?
They really like it. They, a lot of people, they want to book next year before the festival's even over. So that's something we're working on, trying to get that online before the festival's over so they can book for the next year. So.
All right. Well, believe it or not, we've already been going 10 minutes. Can you believe that?
No.
All right. We're going to take a quick break.
All right.
All right. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break, come back, learn more about how to put on a country music festival with Del Thola, the owner, organizer, chief cook, and bottle washer, or whatever else you want to call it. We'll be right back. While we take a break, I want to recognize the very first sponsor of the Southwestern Center podcast, Cochise Country Music Festival in Del Thola. They're going to be our sponsor for every episode produced between now and the end of March, and we want to thank them for being here. Remember, Cochise Country Fest is CochiseCountryFest.com is the website. March 20th through the 22nd, 2026, featuring headliners on Friday night, Rodney Atkins, Saturday night, Tracy Bird, and Sunday night, Mark Chestnut. The gates open at 1 p.m. There are VIP and general admission tickets for both the performances and RV camping. All kinds of camping available, and there will be a shuttle running people from the parking lot to the venue if you decide to go that route. They have taken everything into account. There are food and drink trucks. There are bathrooms, of course. There's plenty to do, and there will be acts just about every hour of the day. Also want to mention that Friday and Saturday, there will be an after party until 1 a.m. Just remember the website, CochiseCountryFest.com, CochiseCountryFest.com. Now let's get back to the conversation with Del Thola. And welcome back, everyone. Jeff Oldfather, your host for this episode of the Southwestern Center podcast. I want to thank you again for all of you who've been emailing me, telling me to change my shirt. What do you think? I even put on the hat. But the reason is simple. I've got a very special guest today, Del Thola. He's the owner, organizer of the Cochise Country Music Festival.
Yes.
Okay, I got that right.
Yeah, you did.
There's about 2 or 3 different ways we can say it. But I guess the important thing to remember is this is a country music festival for the entire region. This is your fourth year. I think it's going to be one of the premier such festivals in the state. I'm looking at other festivals, and this is going to reach that point very quickly.
Well, the thing is, we don't want to get too big. We want to keep it where it's still family friendly, family oriented. We don't want to get it commercialized like a lot of the festivals have. We want everybody to come out and just have a good time and, be yourself and enjoy,
keep that small town country
feel. Enjoy the weekend. So that's what we're looking at, and that's what we want to keep it at. I mean, we want it to grow. It has to grow so we can continue doing it, but we don't want it to be, we don't want hundreds of thousands of people. I mean, we'll probably cap it at about 8,000 people per day.
What do you think you're getting now?
Right now we're right around about 2,000 per day, 1,500 to 2,000.
That's still a pretty healthy crowd.
Yeah, and we're growing. We got more marketing out this year. We got billboards going in Tucson.
You got this podcast.
We got the podcast.
By the way, thanks for being here.
You bet.
I was looking forward to this. Yeah. So let's talk very clearly and succinctly about how people get tickets and all the rest of that. There's a website. Let me have that.
CochesCountryFest.com. All the tickets are on there. We got you can get the early bird pass for camping that gets you in on Wednesday, starting Wednesday, I believe at noon. And then, the next few days. If you don't have that, you can't come in until Thursday, I believe, from noon to 8.
Okay.
So
by the way, I'm displaying the website across the bottom here so people can see that.
Oh, perfect.
Is that the best way to get it?
That's the best way to get to the tickets is CochesCountryFest.com.
Everything can be done online.
Everything's online.
Does it show how many tickets are available if you're sold out or anything like?
No. When it's sold out, it does say sold out. We did sell out of the cabanas already, so those went fast.
I imagine.
And we have general admission camping, which you can get. It's over at the Red Barn RV park right across the street.
Okay, so you have RV camping. You've got is the RV camping only at the Red Barn?
No, the VIP camping is right there around the arena at the festival grounds.
About how many spots do you have for RVs?
We have, I think it's around 300 at the VIP for the VIP camping, and then we probably got another 200 or 300 over there. We just keep making room. If we run out, and that'd be a good thing, we'll just squeeze you in somewhere.
Well, is the RV a real popular thing?
It is. People like to come out and camp for the weekend.
Then you're not driving anywhere.
Right. And they got, and then the other thing we're going to do this year is we're going to open the vendors up early so the RV people, the campers can come in and shop around. We're going to have a vendor there serving breakfast.
Cool.
In the morning, so they don't have to even get up and cook. They can go just eat breakfast.
So for the RV, now do you have tent camping, anything like that?
Yeah, we do have tent camping as well. I can't remember if that's on the website or not. I believe it is. If it's not, we need to get that added, but we do have
it is available. Okay, so again, that'll be on the website.
Correct.
All right. So I want to get back to the RV camping a little bit. Now, I think you've made it available a day before the festival starts so people can come in. Is that right?
Yeah, they can. If you don't buy the early bird, you can come in Thursday. I believe, I can't remember what the exact times are, but it's on the website. It'll tell you when you can come in. But the early bird, because it's a first come, first serve on the camping. So if you want the best spot, you come early, you buy the $49 early bird pass.
Mm-hmm.
And all of our ticket pricing as well is that what the price you see is what you pay. We don't add any extra fees. There's no hidden cost or anything. So
okay, all right.
It works out pretty well.
I'm going to say something that you weren't expecting, but I signed up for all that the first year.
Yep.
I think it was the first year, and I got long COVID.
That's right.
I don't know if I
remember.
Yeah,
I remember.
I don't know if I ever told you, man. I was. If you've heard of long COVID,
yeah.
Don't hope. Have you ever had COVID?
I have.
Okay. Well, you're probably past period. You have to worry about it. My God, I was sick. I was in bed for 6 weeks.
Wow.
And it was hard to get a diagnosis. But you were, what I'm getting at is you were super because I was able to transfer those tickets to some good friends and you honored the whole thing.
I did.
I don't want to hold you to that for other people.
No, we do. There's no, I mean, if you can't make it and you want to give your tickets to somebody else, we don't have a problem with that. As long as the tickets are legit.
Well, I just want to point that out because a lot of people you could say the hell with you and
no,
I've done it, but
no, we try to. Customer service is one of our big things, and we try to do that with all the business that we own. So
Now, what do most people know you for? The business up there, the repair shop?
yeah,
or
Dell's Tire Company, Dell's Tire and Auto Company in Benson. They
just
know
as
me
you're
for
coming
that.
off the hill?
Correct. A lot of people knew me from running for judge a couple times.
Yep.
So
You know, I really respect you for a lot of reasons, not the least of which is the work you're putting into this for the community. But you've had a Protect Life banner up there, I think.
yes,
So you stand for a lot of basic values that
do.
this country, yeah, and you fly the flag.
correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Law enforcement. I know you're a big proponent of all of that.
Well, I was law enforcement in the Air Force, so
You were?
I was.
Oh my gosh, you going to arrest anybody?
Oh yeah, quite a few.
I had no idea.
Oh yeah, spent 2 years in England, in the Air Force, and then 2 years in Tucson at Davis Monthan.
Well, thanks for your service.
You're welcome.
Very good. All right, so let's.
That brings me up to something else. Friday, March 20th, we're doing free admission for all active duty military.
Oh, okay. Wow. Friday the
The 20th.
20th.
Yeah, so it's going to be Military Appreciation Day.
So it's March 20th, 21st, 22nd.
Correct. And on that Friday, all active duty members can get in with a valid ID for free.
Let me see that again. So CochiseCountryFest.com. I'm going to harp on that. I'm going to show, by the way, I'm going to show a digital copy of this during the whole podcast. Cochise.countryfest.com. I'm going to say it. Cochise.countryfest.com is the best way to get info. Now let's go a little bit more into the behind the scenes stuff. All right. What is the hardest thing now about putting this on? Is it accommodating the artists or the audience, or what's really tough?
The artists have been really great to work with. I can't say that we really had any major problems in 3 years that we've been doing it. We haven't had any major issues with the artists. They've all been great. I guess just the organizing, making sure everybody's where they're supposed to be when they're supposed to be there.
Right.
Is the hardest part. My wife takes care of all the hospitality for the sponsors, for the sponsors, the VIP, and for the artists. She takes very good care of them. She has a team of volunteers that help her out.
Yeah, I was going to point that out. You have a lot of people behind you on this.
We do, and we got a lot of volunteers that help out.
Anyone you want to recognize? Do you have a volunteer coordinator?
We do. This year we are doing it just a little bit different. Not really necessarily a coordinator. We got people that are taking the, but they're ahead of a department. So we got somebody.
You divide it up.
We divided it up this year, and it seems to be working a lot better. So that's what we're working on this year. We had a coordinator, and she ended up having some personal issues and had to step down. So we miss her. So,
but you're getting it done.
We're getting it done, yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel? We're 6-7 weeks out.
Right.
How do you feel about how it's going now?
It's going good. I just still have a lot of stuff to do. We still are taking volunteers to come help. Work anytime now between now and the festival to get things set up.
So I'm going to repost this.
Okay.
Okay, to make sure we get a lot of play, because I'm solidly behind you on this. I want to make sure you get that 8,000 people eventually. Next year it'd be nice.
That'd be awesome.
But so right up until maybe say a few days before the festival, even right up to it, you can take volunteers.
Yeah, we do take volunteers. Just that, what we're looking for is to help set up and get stuff
ready. I want to volunteer to test the beer.
I bet. That's a paid volunteer position. You pay us.
Bad beer is a serious problem.
Right. And if the money keeps coming, you can test as much as you want.
Well, what are some of the jobs for volunteers?
Just getting the grounds ready, setting up fencing, chairs, putting up banners. We have lots of banners. Our sponsors, we have amazing sponsors and amazing volunteers as well. But the sponsors, they help make this, a go, and they keep it going for us.
How many sponsors do you have?
I believe right now we're about 20.
Wow.
But we're always looking for sponsors if somebody wants to get involved. And it's a great way to advertise. You get to hang out in the sponsor tent. We treat our sponsor, and we treat everybody very well, but the sponsors get a little special care. They get some perks of being there and sponsoring it. So,
Is this website that we're referring to, that's not Facebook, that's a website.
No, that's a website. We do have Instagram and Facebook as well.
I was going to say, because Facebook, and you have shorts that show people dancing
Right,
and
yep.
generally
Yeah,
carousing and
Yeah, right.
debauchery. No, it looks like a good time.
Oh, it's a great time. Yeah, so again, our sponsors, we're real happy with them. We had we're still looking for some, but we had some step up last year and every year. And then we've have sponsors that have been with us since the beginning, like Defend Enterprise here in Benson, Little Don's Digging, the Linden Distributing.
Okay.
With
all
the
right.
beer and Bud Light. And they help us out quite a bit with the signs and with some.
Well, a big
donations.
thank you to all of them, of course, all your sponsors.
Right.
Is what we're
Tara
saying.
Finch Realty, she's been there since the beginning, and Desert RV. So
Tell you what, if you want to send me a list of sponsors, I'll include them in the little promos that I'm going to do.
oh, okay, that'd be great.
And that'll give them some play too.
Right.
All right, just email it to me.
Right. And then just real quick, last year we picked up Barnett's Towing and Propane,
Yeah.
and they've been phenomenal too, as
Fantastic.
helping us out. And some nights it gets a little chilly. They provide all the propane for all of our heaters that we set out, because we provide, we try to get as many heaters out as we can if it's chilly.
I was going to ask you, was the weather last year kind of a challenge?
No, we thought it was going to be, but
Yeah, I thought
God held off the rain, so we didn't get the rain like they were predicting. It was
So
a
that
little
worked
chilly on Friday and Saturday, but Sunday was 74 degrees, I think.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, we've been talking another 25 minutes almost, so we're going to take a quick break.
All right.
And when we come back, we'll wrap it up. All right.
All right, sounds good.
Hello, everyone. Want to once again thank our sponsor for every podcast episode between now and the end of March, and that is Cochise Country Fest, Cochise Country Music Festival. Cochise.countryfest.com is the website. The Country Music Festival is being held March 20th through the 22nd, and it will feature headliner acts like Rodney Atkins on Friday night, Tracy Byrd on Saturday night, and Mark Chestnut on Sunday night. There is RV and other camping available. Everything's on the website. Get tickets. Make sure that you don't miss out on what is rapidly becoming one of the largest events Benson has or will ever have, the Cochise Country Music Festival. CochiseCountryFest.com is the website. Now let's get back to the conversation and wrap things up with Del Thola. And welcome back. I am your host for this very special episode of Southwestern Center Podcast. We're not talking politics or aluminum dynamics or anything like that. I'm wearing the hat and the shirt in honor of the Cochise Country Fest that is put on by Chief Cook and Bottle Washer. I'll just call him that. We all know what he is. Del Thola. And again, thanks for being here.
You're welcome. I want to correct that too. I mean, I do a lot of the work, but we do have other people that help out. I don't want to take all the credit because.
Oh, no, you're not. But I think Chief Cook and Bottle Washer is a good title.
Yeah.
I'd welcome that. That means you're doing a lot of work, right?
You're talking to me earlier about who I'd like to maybe mention about volunteering. We have Dana and Bevan Judd. They come and help us every single year. Just about every event we have, they're there helping. No expectations. They don't want nothing for it. They just enjoy what we do, and
very good.
We really, appreciate them.
Well, people like
Dana does bring her sister too to almost everything. Tracy. So Tracy, we get like a 3 for 2. So it works out pretty well there. I mean, they're great. They help us out, and I don't want to downplay anybody that volunteers because they're all amazing and
tell you what,
love all of them.
When at some point, if you want to give me a list of volunteers, I'll recognize them on a podcast too.
Okay.
I'm going to start a new feature. I might as well pitch that right now. I'm going to start a new feature here in the next couple of weeks from this. It'll be probably around mid-February, called Friday Finishers, for just this kind of thing. I'm going to do some short commentary on politics. I'm going to recognize people for when they do a good job. It's going to be real quick, real fast. 2 or 3 paragraphs, but it would be perfect to recognize people like your volunteers in that form, okay?
Because without them, we couldn't do it.
No, I know. And behind the scenes. So,
and without the people buying tickets, we couldn't do this either.
Yeah, well, it's good. So I misspoke. I said Tracy Byrd was her, And I was thinking of Emily Ann Roberts
Correct. Emily Ann Roberts will be there that night as well
on Saturday.
on Saturday.
And you try to have a female artist every night.
That's something we started this year. We're trying to. We have May Estes on Sunday and Brooklyn Finn on Friday. So
Okay. All right. Who's Honey Girl?
Honey Girl's a band out of Phoenix. They're coming down to open up the act on Sunday. So
let's talk a little bit about that because Friday is the opening date. By the way, I want to mention this. Gates open 1 p.m. daily. And you mentioned that after party, which is
Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday, which is after the concert ends, which is generally about what time?
10 o'clock.
And you go till 1.
Correct.
With little on-stage entertainment.
Yeah, we use the small stage for that. We'll have bands playing throughout the day on the small stage to keep the music going.
Yeah.
Matt Ferris is coming out of Phoenix. He's going to play on Friday as well, and he's going to DJ for us on Friday for sure. We're still kind of figuring out who's going to DJ Saturday or MC for us on Saturday and Sunday. But
okay, all right.
Maybe I can talk Matt into staying.
That'd be a good deal.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to talk about Sunday because Sunday would be a day when a lot of people might think, well, I'm going to take off, nothing going on. That's not true. There's a lot going on.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot going on
And
Sunday. That's one of our bigger days.
Is it really?
It is.
And you allow people to camp through Monday.
Yeah, we let you camp until Monday, 5 p.m. We ask if there's a problem, you can't get out by 5. We're pretty flexible.
Okay.
We just don't want you there all month. I mean,
well, no.
I mean, if you want to keep paying, we'll take the money. But and the camping is all dry camping.
Yeah,
we don't provide power, sewer, water, nothing. But we do have vendors and sponsors that come through, and you can get your septic pumped, you can get your tank pumped, and you can get water refilled if you need water.
Oh wow.
So,
okay.
And if you bring generators, we do ask that they're quiet or as quiet as can be because just try to.
Yeah, well, sure, it's common courtesy.
People still want to sleep sometime.
Yeah, I don't know. So generators, you don't have a cutoff hour or anything. Just use some common sense and courtesy.
Yeah, courtesy.
Security.
Yes.
I'm sure you've got a lot of good people behind that. Tell us a little bit about security.
We do have quite a few people that volunteer for security. We take care of in the arena, we take care of the backstage. And then we also hire Avalanche Security here in Benson.
Mm-hmm.
They come in and they run our gates for us and make sure people aren't bringing in stuff they're not supposed to. No liquid is allowed. Last year was the first year we wouldn't let you bring in a bottle of water. We had a lot of upset people about that. But this year, don't bring your water. We'll give you a free water when you walk through the gate. And that's courtesy of Doc's Watering Hole out of Sierra Vista.
Oh, good.
So they brought us, I think they're bringing 200 cases of water. So we have plenty of water.
To hand out.
Yeah, to hand out as you come in. So
okay, good.
It's not like we don't want you to bring water. It's just we don't know what's in that bottle.
So people can leave their cars, their RVs, whatever. You've got roving security, I understand.
Not in out in that area. We do not. That's just in the arena.
No, I mean roving security within the venue.
In the venue, yes.
Yeah.
We don't walk. We don't really run security on the RV parks or anything like that.
Well, people worry about other people getting out of hand. I mean, it's always an issue, but I've never heard that.
No, we haven't had any problems. Everybody thought we were going to have all kinds of problems, but these are good old country people that love country music and the real country. Some of that newer stuff, I mean, I could see people getting out of control maybe.
Yeah.
But with this country.
When they mix it with rap, you know who can do that? Pull it off, Kid Rock.
Right.
And we'll get him here.
Right.
At some point. Hey,
we're going to sell a lot of tickets for that one.
Well, you know how you do that? You say, I'm going to get Kid Rock, and then you work toward it, and it happens.
Right.
You know?
Yeah,
you play on, it guy's got, country roots. So.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, this has been a lot of fun. Anything else you want to cover?
Nope. Just get your tickets at CochesCountryFest.com. Would love to see everybody out there. Thanks for having me. Well,
you bet.
This has been great.
Well, maybe we'll do an update in a few weeks. I certainly don't mind if you want to do it.
Yeah, let me. Depends how many volunteers I get and how much free time I have.
Look at your schedule and say 3 weeks from now, which will be about halfway there. If you want to do something, do an update, we'll do it.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. All right, Del, thanks again for being here. Again, you look remarkably sane for everything you're doing.
I really don't stress much. I let my wife do that. She says I cause her the stress, and she stresses for both of us. So
You know what I've learned? If my wife is stressed, the best thing to do is leave.
right. I told her to start stressing if I'm stressing, because I don't really stress about anything.
I'm going to get in trouble with this because she watches and listens to my podcast at work, but
not at work. She watches after, right?
I mean, not at work.
Right.
By the way, you have two sons.
I do.
Stetson.
I have three, actually.
Well, Stetson
And Remington,
and
Justin.
But Stetson and Remington are now at APCO.
Correct.
Yeah, Stetson is I don't know your other two sons, but I met Stetson, very cool dude.
Yeah, Justin and my oldest son runs a tire shop for me, and then Remington works in the control room.
So it's a family. The whole family's involved.
Yeah, and with the festival, the family's involved. My oldest daughter, she comes and she does all my designing, all the printing and everything for me.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah, anything you see that, the posters, shirts, hats, she's done the design on them.
Nice.
So.
All right, so I started to say, and I'll finish on this note. So my wife was making dinner.
Right.
I got done watching a little bit of news, got up, went into the kitchen just to appreciate what she was doing, right? And after about 3 minutes, I realized that wasn't working. I said, "You don't want me here, do you?" And she goes, "Not really."
Yeah, she didn't want you snacking.
That was part of it. So I left.
Right. That's the best thing to do in those situations.
Well, yeah, you and I, we've learned a lot.
Right. Been married they're almost 32 years. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I think we're celebrating our 30th this year. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Del, thanks again for being here.
You bet. Thank you.
It's been a lot of fun. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest today, we had a lot of fun. We'll have him back, is Del Thola, the owner, organizer of Cochise Country Fest, cochesecountryfest.com. Get your tickets. We'll see you there.